Hello everyone, we're all caught up. Chapter 35 is complete, and I know a lot of people have struggled with this boss, and I will say this one can be a little bit difficult. And this one's gonna be labeled the Machines in the Cemetery, and this one actually has 7 different attacks, but there's 2 main ones that really get increased once we get into that rage state. Now I'm going in with about 80,000 attack and about 215,000 health, and I went in with a full snake build, my S grade being maxed out at level 80, and then everything else pumped back into the Night of Light. And this is also a Holy Snake chapter, meaning that if we equip 3 of them, we're going to be getting an additional 40% attack. So the S grade snake did end up dying, we revived at half health, we died again, and then we're able to accomplish it with the Night of Light. And for the attacks, I'm not going to try to sync up each individual one as I talk about them. You'll obviously see them on the screen. They're going to kind of cycle through on them. But the first one is going to launch these 2 cemetery pirates. These are the ones that are going to shoot the bombs at you. The bombs will ricochet off the wall and come back and try to explode on you. And when it comes to rage mode, we'll get 2 of these guys, but then we'll also get 2 of the ones that kind of have those arrows and launch those circles down that shoot pretty much arrows from the sky at you. The next one is one I find incredibly difficult to dodge, and this is going to be where you see the green lasers just shoot straight out from the actual enemy, just all the way across the board. They're all going to be pretty much a vertical shot, but I find this very hard to dodge. It seemed like no matter what, I was always getting whacked with them. I didn't really see a big difference when it went to the elite mode besides them going a little bit faster. It seemed like even with the regular one, we were getting about 3 lasers at a time. We're also going to have this green fog that gets launched out in these circles, and I guess you could call it an attack, although we're not going to take any damage if we get hit by these. It's pretty much just going to reduce our vision to a small circle, meaning you have better chances of getting hit by other things, and it didn't really last too long either. The next one's going to be these logs with the spikes that come out of them, and I am terrible at dodging these. I don't know why. It just seems like no matter what, I just barely get hit by a corner and end up taking damage. But the only thing I could think is maybe if you start at the top and worked your way down toward the bottom as they're coming out, it might give you a little bit better chance of dodging, but for me, I'm just terrible at this one. The other one we're gonna have is the bulldozer that's gonna kind of just plow its way towards you. Probably the easiest one to dodge, but obviously if you take hits from it, it's gonna hurt a little bit. Now, something to keep in mind is even when this thing isn't plowing, if you get too close to the little spikes on that actual bulldozer, you're gonna take some damage too. That's actually how I ended up dying on the first one and then brought that into the revive. But the one that I hate this most is where we're gonna be shooting 4 rockets out of each side. They're gonna be the green ones and kind of span out at you, and it's gonna do this 3 times in a row. Now, as far as it going into the elite mode, this is where it gets really terrible because each side is going to be launching out 12 of them, meaning you're going to have 24 of these things on the screen, times that by 3, 72 of them all together, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit. The last one I didn't see much, but I saw it for maybe 1 time out of the whole 3-4 minutes I was fighting this, and that's going to be the lasers coming down on the side of the screen. Pretty much a laser on the left and right are going to kind of go in sequence, and then eventually when it says it wants to, it's going to just shoot horizontally across at you, and there's about 3 of these. Once again, wasn't expecting it and took some hits. Now, we didn't go in with full S grade on this. We switched out the tooth for the non-S grade tooth so I could have that extra 14,000 attack if you saw the video from the other day. So that might have made a difference on it. We didn't get that initial 10% burst of damage done, so it did take it a little bit longer, but I think having that extra attack definitely helped out. But I'm really curious to know how you guys did on Chapter 35. If you're here, have you beaten it yet? How much attack do you have? And how far have you gotten? If you didn't see the video where I said, hey, should you be sticking with all S grade or should you be swapping it out for some legendary non-S grade? Check out this video right up over here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.